celebrities, and all peak performers, including you. You're here for a reason, right? Nobody came to this conference because it was like, get excited and awaken your mediocre, right? Come on, break through and be basic. No, nobody wants that. Everybody wants to win. Everybody wants to be at the height of their career. It's called potential. We hear a lot in the media about the external pressures, but there's an internal barrier that we create that causes us to have that dynamic. And so what we're going to talk about today in setting the context for leadership is a new model of leadership, that it's from the inside out. It's knowing who you are authentically and being clear and confident to stand in that. That is what brands you. That's what makes you unique. You might know what your greatest competition is? Not even yourself. Your greatest competition is time. See, what we've done in this all access economy of technology and smartphones and everything is accessible. We've traded access for attention. So now we are always bartering and brokering for attention because we have given away all access. And as women, we give so much. And then we wonder why we're depleted, we're exhausted, we're overwhelmed. Leadership is a lifestyle. If we don't get the lifestyle, then we do end up in these situations where we're questioning our integrity. We're questioning really who we're showing up in this persona on social media. And listen, leadership has been hijacked. Just because you got followers doesn't mean you're a leader. On Twitter, right? We know it's about integrity. It's about what you do when nobody's watching. It's about creating what you do daily is who you become permanently. And that's not sexy, it's not fun, and nobody cares. Because you got to do the work by yourself, and nobody has an audience into that life. But when you do the work, when the time to show up is there, you will be able to seize the opportunity. How many of you want to seize the opportunity? Raise your hand, right? I say now stands for what? Someone in the room know? No opportunity waits. But your brand is simply this. It is the representation of your lifetime value. Why is that so important? Because when you understand your lifetime value, you can never be fired. You will never be hired. You just show up and people will recognize your value. Does that make sense? So getting clear on what is your unique value, we call it your MVP. In our BLI, we talk about MVP. What does that stand for? Mission, vision, purpose, right? Getting clear on what is your mission, vision, purpose, because that's going to help you be true to who you really are authentically and help you navigate the stages and phases and changes of life. So what this means is inclusion. It's great. It does equal access, but it will not guarantee influence. It does not guarantee your ability to step to the table and have a voice that other people want to follow. So that's where we need to work on who we are, what our value is, and how we position ourselves so that we can be influential when we get to the table. So this is about mastering the how of leadership, not the what. When we put the brand formula together, it's our performance, which is really important. All of you all are peak performers or else you wouldn't be in this room. But that's just part of the equation. It's performance plus what we call ID3, identity, image, and influence. ID3, the three dimensions of who you are. When you package that together, that is your lifetime value. And sometimes the hindrances to confidence are a couple of things. Competition, comparison, and compromise. Competition because we feel like we're competing with others when we're not playing our own game, which is owning your own value. Doing it your way brands you uniquely versus being like everyone else, what brands you the same, which really is no point of differentiation. So, competition, comparison. All you have to do is take one scroll on Instagram or Facebook. See how you feel. Wow, they got a great life. Are they on vacation again? You know, man, right? So comparison, and we do it all the time. You know, within the first 3 seconds of someone meeting you, they've made up their mind about who you are, and the next 8 seconds, they've changed their mind about 7 times. Sounds schizophrenic, but it is scientifically true. Why? Because we're constantly processing and filtering. What quadrant? Where does he go? Don't need to think about him. Oh, she definitely need to connect with her, right? So all of this about being intentional in your presence and your message, 80% of communication is nonverbal. Right now, I'm the only one speaking, but I'm reading about 80 different messages in the room. So understanding and being intentional about how you show up when it matters most. Not being fake, not trying to be someone you're not, but being authentic to who you are and bringing that to the table, because guess what? That's a differentiating factor. Most people are showing up pretty average and they're comfortable there. And that is a place that you can choose to be. But I don't think that's what you want because you're here. So we got to talk about taking it up a notch.